Welcome everyone to our channel. Today we're diving into the exciting world of domain names, the digital real estate of the internet. I'm Otis, your host, and I will be your guide as we navigate through the process of buying your very own domain name. But before we get started, if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated on all our tech tips and tutorials. Now let's jump. First things first, what exactly is a domain name? A domain name is the unique name that each website has. If you think of your website as a building, then the domain name is its street address. Your domain name is the place people need to go to visit your website, and each domain is completely unique. So we'll break down the anatomy of a domain from the top level domain to the second level domain and everything in between. Understanding this basis is the foundation for choosing the perfect domain for your online presence. Now, let's talk domain extensions from the classic.com to the trendy.io. We will explore the different type of extensions available and discuss how to choose the right one based on your website purpose and target audience. Now comes the fun part, choosing your domain name. I will walk you through the process of brainstorming ideas, checking availability, and selecting a name that is memorable, brandable, and aligns with your online identity. And before you start searching for your domain name, have these tips at the back of your hand. Keep it short and simple and easy to spell. Avoid hyphens and numbers, and consider using keywords that reflect your niche or industry. Remember, your domain is your digital storefront. Make it count. Once you have found the perfect domain name, it is time to claim it as your own. So I will guide you through the registration process. So whether you are using a domain registrar like the domaincode.com or opting for a web hosting provider that provides domain registration. So don't forget about that domain privacy. So I'm going to take you to the domain registrar to show you the process of registering a domain name. So get ready. We're about to register a domain name. So we're going to the domain registrar, which is domaincode.com. So I'll click here. So now I'm going to scroll down. This is the point where you begin your domain search. So now I'm going to, let's see if this domain is available. So I'll click here. But before you get to this point, make sure that you have your domain name, at least a variation of your domain name, like 5 variation of your domain name, so that if the first one is not available, so you search for the second one. I assume that I'm going to search for this domain name, which is going to represent my business, but unfortunately, this domain is not available. Please, when you get to this point where you say transfer domain, NetGeeks unlock, please just don't go further, because that domain will not be available for you. Even if you pay for that domain name, it will not be available for you. You have to wait and pray that it get expired. If not, you're not going to get it. So now let's go back. I'm going back to the search again. So I'm just going to find something, the direct. Sorry. I'm going back to here. I'm going to say applet. I'm going to go here. I'm going to say sampreted.com. So let's see if this is available. So you begin your search. Wow. So once you see exact match, you know that it is available. So this option is showing you other alternative or similar to your domain name. This is what you see. So now we're going to continue with this, make it yours. So start the buying procedure. So then you click continue. You can click continue here, you can click continue there. So we're going to see, we're going to purchase this domain name, which is going to represent our business. So at this point, it's going to give you this option, domain protection. If you want to add it right now, so you can add it, because it prevents hackers from stealing your domain or making any authorized changes which require approval via two-factor authentication verification. So what that means is that it protects, it masks your name, so they don't know who is behind the domain. But you can also add it later. We'll discuss the importance of protecting your personal information and how domain privacy services can help keep your identity safe from praying eyes. So now we can add it later, but if you want to add it, if your budget can take it now, you can add it. So you're going to click here, continue to cart. So we're in the process of buying this domain name or registering this domain name. So it's going to give you the option, like here, the 5 years. I do my 5 years, I just locked it up, but you can take 2 years or you can take 1 year. So by default, it just gives you 2 years, but you can also change it if you want to pay for 1 year. So now this is the price. This is the price, $21.99, and that is one here. So I am ready to pay. So I'll click here, ready to pay for this. So it's going to ask me to create an account because I don't have an account before. That is if you don't have an account. If you have an account, then you go to this point and sign in. So, but at this point, you're new, you're creating your account newly. So you put your email, you put your username, and let's create that. So let's see .com. I'm gonna create the username. Like I said, it's available, so I'm gonna create a username. Tank as a username. I'm going to create my password. I'm not going to tell you what my password is going to look like. So I create that password. It said this password is strong, so I'm going to create an account right now. So let's see, I'm going to create an account, create account. So it's going to create that account for me. Remember that we're in the process of registering the domain name, which is going to serve as a business address. So once you get to this point, you're going to add your phone number, follow the prompt, put your name, the one on your credit card or your debit card, put your name, your last name, your phone number, your address, and your zip code. You don't have to worry about the organization, so you can put your domain name or just the name there. So once you've done with all this information, you're ready to go. But remember, please make sure that you write down those information, your username that you created and the password that you created. So once that is done, and it's going to ask you to save. Let's just do that, so that you see what I'm talking about. Onel, I'm just using that. I'm using just a fictitious name, Asili. So okay, I don't mind using a phone number. Let's see, 2 Heavens Way. Heavens Way. So I can put that. New York, Texas. Yeah, so I'll put that here. It's already giving me different names, so don't worry. Put that. Yeah, let's continue. Put Dallas. To remove this Texas here. So the state is what you select. See, I'll put T so that it takes me straight to Texas. T. So I'll click that. In your own, please remember, if you're signing from Nigeria, you select your countries here. Select your country. Make sure that you select that country. Okay. Let's change it. Let me do, because most of you. Let's do that. So make sure you select your country. Let's say in Africa, so you select that because it automatically is in default to Nigeria. This year, let's say Lagos, province. Let's say Kaija, zip code 234. So your organization, you can put any, so it doesn't matter. You can also leave that. You don't have to put the site ID. So now I think I have done with all this. So I'm going to save it. So now the next point is, how am I going to pay for it? Error occurs. So we're going to go back. So because I didn't put the correct information, so you now actually know what to do. So once you have done, so I think it has actually taken it. So you can click I'm ready to pay. So make sure that you fill out all this information. Very, very important. So once you've done that, you select your payment method and you're ready to check out. So it's going to give you the option here to check out. Because this is a demo, so I don't want to go further from here. So you just check out and you're all set. Your domain name will be available in your account, so you can log back to your account to check your domain name with the information that you've already supplied, you created. So, and that is all for registering a domain name. And there you have it, your comprehensive guide to buying a domain name like a pro. Whether you're starting a blog, launching a business, or building your personal brand, choosing the right domain set the stage for online success. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more tech tutorials and digital know-how. Until next time, happy domain hunting. Don't forget to also share.